matchups like this every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Casper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away he saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance.
Turning it on! Fights off the defender. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. Here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, And today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to get this guy into a rhythm. Here we go, starting the game. He's 1 for 7. They've got to find some easy completions, 3-step drops, RPOs, swing passes to the running back, something to get this guy some confidence because he's not playing with any right now. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
That ball will bounce out of bounds at the 35. Could have been worse, I guess, but not much. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Moore to the air. Got it in the middle, it's low. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A 1st down run on the doorstep.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
This is a designed run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical, they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He lost one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Pulls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They'll play it safe and try for three. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The Cuse is in the house. Syracuse is pouring it on right now with an offensive performance we haven't seen since some of the legendary 44s. They're up by 21 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it down. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look in the booth will overturn the call. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout for you.
And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Price. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught, it's Smith. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the 1st half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
Number 48 on field goal.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Back to throw, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's gone. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun, the inside kick.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. That incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit.
Odds punts it away.
Kick is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Calls his own number. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running behind that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the sling.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to...
There he goes! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Let's go! To throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Inside the touchdown Ducks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. at their own 13. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And back to the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flanagan. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
He'll get rid of it. Got his man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback moving. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Looking to throw on third and goal. Setting up the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard fourth down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying aggressive to try to get a touchdown?
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
Are at the line looking to convert on third and short. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
First down for the offense.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. After the run, now to throw.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are hitting their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. On 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the...
It's blocked, he could... And he muffs it, a loose football. They make the stop at the 5, and how about this punt block unit putting them right on the edge of the end zone?
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block punt.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Carr. He wants a big play here late. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. Turning on the Jets. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Was to pass. Ball into the end zone. Intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. No need to get cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down, David.
Take the knee, make them use their last time out, then they're out. The clock runs out. Jesse, it's a beautiful thing.
The only way you lose this game is if you fumble. Make sure you execute the center quarterback exchange and go celebrate in the locker room.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.